Trash Boat dropped the new album Heaven Can Wait. I know how you're feeling about this record, so we'll let you take it.
Okay, I'm gonna be really not short about this because I really did fucking like this record, so I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna geek out a little bit.
Go ahead.
So, Trash Boat. We've both known about this band for a couple of years at least. Just kind of on and off singles, EPs. I'm sure it's been fucking 5 years since we've been doing the podcast, so I'm sure we've reviewed some body of work
An album.
in that time. Album,
Yeah.
there it is. Memory is so fucking fried. That one obviously did not resonate with me, or it didn't stay in my rotation as much as I wish it did. But this album, holy shit, it is fucking incredible. Dick Rider. All right, I'm gonna start right now. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so the intro, it has it's an intro track. It doesn't have like much going on in it. It's just kind of like, hey, the album's starting now. Ooh. And then it goes into Burn, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is fucking crazy. And then it goes immediately into Be Someone, which was a single. So already it's a love and hate relationship when bands put singles like really close to the beginning of the album. But I do always end up appreciating it because it hooks my ear immediately, because it's like, oh, I know this one. Cool. Okay, great. So then I kind of stay looped in, and I stay engaged, and it hooks me in immediately. It's when you front load the fuck out of an album, that's usually when I have a massive problem with it. When it's all of the singles are like the first 5 tracks, that's fucking ridiculous. Then it goes into Filthy/Righteous, Are You Ready Now, Better Than Yesterday. I'm gonna be so real. Delusions of Grandeur, that song feels like it was released like fucking years ago. Like, I'm pretty sure that was in like my 2022 rotation.
It was 2023 February,
early 2023. Yeah, because I was listening to it, I was like, oh my god, this is giving me nostalgia. What the hell? So that was a throwback for me. Happy they had it at the end though, because it made me really excited, because I was like, wow, I remember I really fucking liked this track, and I still do. The energy on that song is crazy. I think the way the album flows is incredible. It has highs and lows, but it doesn't feel jagged at all. It feels like it is the natural kind of ebb and flow of the record. I think the vocals on this are crazy. I don't think I have anything negative to say about this record. I want more time with it because I clearly like it a lot, so I want to have this on my album of the year list. But to have it on my album of the year list, I need to spend a lot of fucking time with it. My favorite tracks are, because of the nostalgia, I'm still gonna say Delusions of Grandeur that's still one of my favorites. I really like Be Someone, which was a single, and then I also like Are You Ready Now, and then also The Drip is really fucking good, and Lazy and Liar Liar.
Okay,
so half the fucking record, big fan. Really like this record a lot. Happy to say that I am now a Trash Boat fan. I knew they were gonna be good because here's the mention, because Don Broco brought them out on their UK tour, so kind of seeing them there, no, seriously, because it was a familiar face. It was like oh shit. Usually the bands that Don Broco ends up touring with are in that same circle of chaotic but still fun music. The Home Team, Sky, fucking Trash Boat, where it's just kind of like that type of energy. So kind of seeing that made me go, okay, I gotta keep an eye on them, because they're probably gonna drop something soon, and it's probably gonna be fucking great. That was proven right. Great job, guys. Big fan. Really fucking enjoyed this.
Hell yeah. I also enjoyed this record, but I remember when Glory texted me and she's like, dude, this Trash Boat record's insane. I was like, I'm glad you like it, man. Because I was like, I don't know, I'm struggling to grasp anything from this record, and I've listened to it twice now. Since we had so much time here before we sat down to record this, I've given this record multiple listens across multiple days, and that wound up playing into its benefit, and me coming on here not just being like, I thought it was good, but I can't tell you what the fuck happened anywhere. as I just stated, it took me a second to get into this record, not because it was bad. I was just like struggling to grasp anything to then come on here and be like, here are my thoughts on it. One thing that remained abundantly clear for me from the beginning, of course it's negative, was the opening track into Burn. I'm sorry, man, but there's no flow. You can't have two songs that are supposed to connect together, you know, with the name split, because obviously it's Watching Heaven Burn, and the songs not flow into each other. Watching Heaven ends and Burn starts, just like watching
There's no connection.
Watching Heaven fades out and Burn does not pick up that fade out. Burn just starts. That's what bothers me. Just call the first track Watching Heaven Burn and forget about the intro. It felt to me like the intro was an afterthought and was just like thrown on without any consolation or thought about the song that was going to come after it.
That's completely fair.
But that's just like a nitpick. I like Burn as a track, and I like the opener as a track. My problem is solely you can't split the song title and then not have the songs flow into each other, especially when it's an opener. That's my opinion.
It doesn't work that way, guys.
It bothered the ever living fuck out of me the first time I heard it, and it's bothered me after the sixth time I've listened to this record, so I have to say something. But that is really the only negative thing I have about the record, and it's quite frankly like a nitpick at that point when you do talk about how good this record is. You know, something you mentioned that I agree with is the flow on this record. You know, it flows extremely well, but it's not at any point slowing down. The record maintains a certain level of energy, and I would say that, you know, part of that is almost brought in by the vocals, because the vocals like have this chaotic energy that's not like super chaotic but fits the vibe of the music, that maintains a certain level of energy throughout the record, but it doesn't slow down. So that is really, really good. I like a record that doesn't slow down. You know, slow songs, you know, you can love them, hate them, whatever. As I say on here every week, I like when a record doesn't stop, doesn't slow down, just kicks me in the teeth.
Exactly, and it just keeps kicking.
Yeah. I like Be Someone because it's got Eric from I Prevail. I like I Prevail. You put Eric from I Prevail on a song, I already know where this song is going. It's going heavy. Even if it's a pop band, I know where this song is going.
There's going to be a breakdown.
There's going to be a breakdown. Like, they just put I Prevail on an all-time low song. Exactly what I just said happened. You put I Prevail on the pop band song, and the song has a breakdown. So Trash Boat's not a pop band, they're a heavy band, so you just throw Eric on the song and it's going to get heavier, because he's got crazy screams. So I like that song. I liked it as a single. It was a standout for me during the rollout. It's a standout for me on the record. I also like Filthy/Righteous, because they've got the Crossfaith feature on there, another heavy band. So when I saw that, I'm like, this is again gonna be fucking dope. I think that song's very catchy. Liar Liar has been the song that has been stuck in my head the most, because that chorus is very catchy, and the vocal effect on his vocals in the chorus also adds to the catchiness. So I like that a lot. I also like the way the record ends with Lazy. I think it's a nice way to tie the record up, and you know, put a little bow on the package. So I'm glad that I you know, had a little bit extra time with this record before we sat down to talk about it, because I think it benefited me and my opinion on it. So if you're feeling similar to me, where it's like, I don't know if I have an opinion, take a day away, take a few hours away. I took a day away, come back to it, try it again, because that wound up changing my thoughts and actually having me come away with something from the record. Although I enjoyed it from the first listen, I was able to kind of decide how I really felt on it. So yeah, I enjoyed this record. I think they knocked it out of the park. Slam dunk home run. and I think people should check it out. They're going to be touring the U.S. Headlining, so if it's hitting an area near you, you should go check it out.